DMZ's first update is coming out on December 14th at 12 p.m. CST. They are adding a new location called Building 21. The location is unknown, so probably anywhere on the map. What I do wonder is if it'll be marked on the minimap or not. But basically, it's a clandestine biological laboratory codenamed Building 21. It will be one of the deadliest areas in DMZ, so I'd assume the AI will be equivalent to those of the embassy or other really armored AI around the area. They'll most likely have the crazy aimbot, stuff like that. It will be accessible most likely through the use of keys, and then high tier contraband can be found throughout the lab, especially in areas only accessible by keycard. So what this is telling us is that there will be new keys in DMZ that we'll have to find. And then we'll also be able to find key cards now, probably sort of like the stronghold key card, and they will only open specific doors within the lab. What we don't know is we don't know where the lab's going to be, how many keys you're going to need to access it, and also we don't know if it'll be marked on the minimap. We may have to spend a fair amount of time searching throughout the map to figure out where this laboratory is. Hopefully it's underground and like can only be accessed from like a couple locations. I don't know, but it'll definitely be cool. So now what I'm hoping they add to this building, because of insurance weapons, there's almost no reason to run high tier contraband weapons unless your insurance weapon is on cooldown. And if you like start surviving a lot of raids and you run in a squad and you all sort of know what you're doing, basically your insurance weapons will always be off cooldown, and you can stock up on insurance weapons by turning them into contraband weapons by giving them to your squad mates. So I hope that the high tier contraband weapons that they're talking about within the Building 21 have some sort of buffs or something that are not obtainable through insurance. So maybe their stats are like buffed to higher damage that is just like not normal contraband weapons. I highly doubt they'll do something like that. It'll probably just be your normal contraband weapons, but honestly that's just not very cool, because you can already get 5 slotted contraband weapons from like the heli commander, stuff like that. So there really won't be any reason to loot this building if all you get is high tier contraband weapons that you can really get anywhere else, especially when insurance sort of makes them irrelevant anyways. Also, I hope that the AI provide a challenge but isn't absolutely broken. It's not really fun to play against aimbot AI. I mean, they probably will be aimbot AI unless it's like beasts or something. Like, you know, it is a biological lab, so maybe it'll be like monsters instead of AI, but I sort of doubt it. It'll probably just be more of the heavy AI that you find around the embassy and other places like that. And then hopefully, because the contraband weapons are pretty much useless, hopefully there's a lot of cash and loose loot around the laboratory, maybe even being able to find the key cards to specific rooms in the laboratory. Sorry, that was bad, but don't worry about it. That will make it more fun, interesting to loot, and provide more reasons to go there multiple times. The problem with DMZ right now is that there's really no reason to loot anything. I mean, once you're fully kitted, really the only point of playing the game is doing the missions. There's no out of raid stash. You don't get to keep like kill streaks between raids. Your backpack gets cleared, you lose all your armor plates. So what's the point of looting? What's the point of making cash other than to run your insurance weapon timer down? If you have like as many insurance weapons as you need, then there's no reason to do that at all. So they need to add some other like reason to loot, like an outer raid stash or cash that you like gain outer raid to like get blueprints or anything. And then it'll be worth looting. The problem with this is that there's just like, it's not really interesting to loot a building. It'll be interesting like the first time, and then there will be no reason to go to there because the AI will be cracked and you can get all the loot you can get in there anywhere else on the map. So I really hope that they add something that's interesting, and hopefully they come up with something that I haven't thought of. So now, tips for obtaining keys so that you can actually get into the laboratory. For me, the most consistent way seems to be killing and looting HVT targets. You only get 1 key from the HVT target, but I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed key. So, and there are usually a fair number of HVT targets across the map. So if you do it enough times, you probably will be able to find a laboratory key. You could also just play normally, and sometimes you'll find keys in I think the red bins sometimes have them, stuff like that. So definitely HVT targets though, I'd focus on that if you really want to get into this laboratory as quick as possible when it gets released. Now, some tips for dealing with broken heavy AI in DMZ, such as the AI at the embassy. Bring in a squad, it'll be much easier with 3 people, and along that note, if you want to, and you're having trouble with 3 people, you could even make up a squad of up to 6 people, and if you have 6 people, you're going to have no trouble rolling over all the AI for sure. And then for guns, I would use like an LMG with an extended mag, such as the RPK. It really does rip through even heavily armored AI, so LMGs seem to be the name of the game when it comes to DMZ. Then come fully geared with 3 plates, extra armor plates, and then self revives, and by 3 plates I mean 3 plate rigs. These can easily be found in Terminal. Really, Terminal is the easiest place to get fully kitted. You can also find them in the Cave Complex, but you'll run into a lot heavier resistance there, and honestly, it seems like more players go there as well. And then extra armor plates, just, make some money, get some armor plates at the beginning of the raid before you go to lab. And then self-revives, you can buy them at buy stations. They're 7,500, and they're also found at like the ammo depots, or people call them hotels, pretty readily. So I would highly suggest running self-revives. It'll be a lot easier. You can revive yourself most of the way, and then your teams can just tap you to pick you up. It's a nice way of not having a teammate like take the full time to revive you when you have a self-revive. Next, take it slowly. Try to fight 1 or 2 AI at a time. Don't try to fight like 5 or 6. It's pretty easy to get overwhelmed by heavy AI just because they're so bullet spongy. And then finally, Semtex is highly effective at taking out Riot Shield AI, and Riot Shields are AI are really good at like keeping their shield on you. And if you have a team, then like one of you can have it aggro on you and you can run behind it. But honestly, it's just really easy to take it out with Semtex. So that should be about it with Building 21. I'm really excited. Hopefully they add more reasons to loot in the future. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of Building 21, what you've heard so far, what you're thinking of DMZ, what you think they should add. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like. And if you want more content like this in the future, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I go live and all of that. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you have had a great week. Good luck in your raids this week, and have a great day.